Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
They don't come much harder, Peter, than Giuseppe Bergomi, and I can tell you that from personal experience.
Traditional Italian.
Even his handshake is hard, but a level setter when it comes to discipline and organisation, not to mention his leadership qualities.
Don't argue with him. And the flag has stayed down.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Yaya Toure. And here's Neymar. He's looking wide. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. And it's made its way to him. Oh, super ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Roberto Carlos. Bergomi makes the interception. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Tries a shot! And how good was that? A finish of true class!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cafu. Beckham. That's a throw. Great defending, strong and determined. It's a searching pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he goes cross-field.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vitinha. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's on it, can he get away? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. And the shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Barcelona really are packing the box now.
It does seem to be something of a numbers game they're playing.
Well, it's exactly the right approach, Peter. If you can deliver quality balls from out wide, you need to make sure...
Shot, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thuram. And it's Bellingham. And here's Dembele.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking to play him in. It's a pretty loose pass. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Mendes. Mendes goes on a charge down the left. Punched away. That is lovely. Vitinha, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Neymar. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Dembele. Ibrahimovic. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Schmeichel will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
He's in a great position here. Koller.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And there is the half-time whistle.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 21.
There's the start of the second half.
Serán sustituidos por.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Vitinha. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to...
Luis Suarez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, good-looking ball. Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cafu. Can he get it through? And the counter is on. That's a good run down the left. And it's Bellingham. Spread out to the left. Picked out brilliantly. They've won a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Terrific header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Looking for the run. Now that looks a decent ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a
Played into space.
228 espectadores.
It's Pele! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Bellingham. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Floated through. Can he finish? Yes! And they are cruising away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A case now of complete control. This is Dembele. He's big chance, must be! He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's come back out to him. Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Dembele. Vitinha now looking to orchestrate a counter. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That looks a good cross.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Mendes picks it up out wide.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Araujo. Now, can they get him away? No way through there. Nuno Mendes. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Iniesta. Can he latch on to this?
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Yaya Toure aims beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has not gone well. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Cafu. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Luis Suarez. And he's had a hit. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Time added on 4 minutes. Musiala. Oh, this is a very good run. Ibrahimovic. Musiala. He could be in. There's the shot. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Decent chance! And he's following up! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati.
The action has already started.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist.
Ibrahimovic! It's loose, and there's a race for... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Pings in across.
Gehi is there, and he can get that clear.
Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for a runner. That has been cut short. Can he get it through? Oh, that's fabulous.
Yaya Toure
Proves too strong. And it's Camavinga. And the finish!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi. It's their second corner of the game.
Koller can get it clear.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Now it's Beckham.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
That's a little off target. And it's Griezmann.
Rui Costa.
That's very neat. Still goalless at the moment. That's a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20 será reemplazado por el dorsal 8.
It's a pretty loose pass. Collier. And reclaimed it in a trice. Camavinga. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. And he welcomes it in. There's the shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish right from the top draw. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's a promising position. He has found the way through. And it's Messi. And Messi! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. No, that's been intercepted. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that's put paid to a promising move. Gehi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Quality ball. Barcelona finding their passes. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is a little undercooked.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Fernandez. Driving forward.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to clear it. And they can counter here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Back into the middle. Throw it. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's found real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Griezmann clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Barcelona have their third corner. They've played it short, and it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! It's in! Barcelona are back in business. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Played in with purpose. And it's claimed by the keeper. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Mbappe, Griezmann, and he... Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Vitinha wins the duel this time. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Griezmann, tries to pass it through. That pass isn't the best. And it's Fernandez. And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Barcelona needing a change of fortune here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Takes a shot! And he hits the net! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And yes, it's him again. This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And this is Rui Costa. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
El dorsal 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Big chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good ball. He's through, now is he in? Great chance!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Collar gets it away. And it's Ferdinand. And here's Messi. And he's straight offside. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And this is Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's being shifted off it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's there to make the challenge. Mbappe! Ferdinand wins the duel this time. Thuram has a look and plays it forward. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vitinha short-changes him with that pass. No, he's not getting his way this time. Marquinhos has given away a free kick. Oh, that's superb. And the finish! Oh, he's given it a... This time, surely! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vitinha. No, again there's no way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nicked it back promptly. Nesta. Makaleli. Venezia finding their passes. Oh, no joy this time. Roberto Carlos. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Cambio di giocatori.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. A case now of complete control. Aims beyond the defence. Cafu. Oh, good-looking ball. Barcelona can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Can he get on the end of this? That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Venezia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Makaleli. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Mendes gets across to intercept that.
Il quarto uomo indica
Roberto
2 minuti di
Carlos.
recupero.
The pass is intercepted. Hullet. Gattuso. Now it's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Marquinhos. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo caldamente a contribuire all'iniziativa Un Gol per la Vita, presentandovi agli stand appositi.
That gets things going for the second half. Barcelona didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. It's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper threw out a limb. Tries to pass it through. Makaleli. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He gets big! He has done it! It is no contest! It is a landslide! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Venezia are having a ball here. Vitinha, nicely weighted ball.
Venezia have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Played out towards the right wing. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi. Ibrahimovic! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Big header! And he's missed it.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's Ibrahimovic!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And this is Ibrahimovic. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Not the most accurate pass. Makaleli. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Look at the space here. Great decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Danger averted for now. And smartly reclaimed. And here's Messi. And this is Messi. Corner it is. So, third corner of the game. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys. And this is Ibrahimovic. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Cafu gets rid without sophistication. Played back in. And the shot's on here. He might be in here. Messi! That's a good ball out wide. Beckham receives it in a wide position. Now it's Mbappe. Defending was strong and firm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Luis Suarez.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Hullet. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Roberto Carlos. And now the breakaway. Ferdinand makes the interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. He has a look up. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball is over the line.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 7, numero 18, numero
Time
29.
added on will be 2 minutes.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 17, il numero 20, il numero 15, Griezmann.
And we're done. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling at times. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. The action has already started. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
Oh, he's been caught on it here!
It's a pretty loose pass. Driving on and making good progress.
It's Roberto Carlos!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Beckham is in a really good position out wide. Cafu, aimed in towards the centre, punched away. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. They've got to be quick to recover this. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's picked his way through. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Nedved. And the shot's on here. Cruyff! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Cruyff. That's going to go a long way. That'll be a throw. Well, that is one way to stop him. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Pelé puts his foot on the gas. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's one-on-one! It's Iniesta! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Neymar. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. And that has left him in a heap. Look at the space here. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And this is Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught...
And he shoots! Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. He won't be happy with that one. Now that looks a decent ball. Played back in. Milan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to...
He's gone for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Cruyff really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Now the ball's gone astray. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Cruyff can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Pelé, spread it left, back into the middle. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que respeten en todo momento las normas de seguridad que pueden ver en el marcador. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And we're underway again.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. Cruyff. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's whipped it across. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's put paid to a promising move. Played out towards the right wing. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he is going into that little black book. And that's off target.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Mendes.
Oh, great feat, that.
He is just caressing the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now, can they get him away? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's well positioned here. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him. Romario! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Foot in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well read, nice interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just...
It's Roberto Carlos!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's in on goal! Can he finish? And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham plays it short. Iniesta crosses. The keeper gets his hands on it. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cruyff. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Spread neatly. He's got away. Oh, some tackle that. What a throw in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Cafu picked out brilliantly. Now can he find a finish? And the shot! And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
There they go, hunting again.
Can he get on the end of this? And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good ball! Oh, he's been caught napping! Extravagant effort! Neymar. That's the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger full...
Can he finish? Oh, it's fabulous!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Has a look and plays it forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Iniesta. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning.
Shapes to shoot! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, beautiful! Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nice looking ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Carlos. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's found the way through. Oh, good ball. Searching pass he's played there. Romario. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Lexington clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Romario! It's a goal! And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Romario. Well, played right into his path. Oh, the ball's run loose here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Hullet. Romario.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Roberto Carlos. Knocks it out wide. Iniesta. Iniesta stood his ground strongly. Platini.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's on his way! Big chance, must be! Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area, what's he giving here? Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. To increase the lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
The goal scorer after 32 minutes is number 23,
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Cafu. Iniesta.
Edmilson.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Romario.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Oh, it's come loose. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Vitinha. Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Roberto Carlos.
And it's Beckham. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bullet looking to add to his goal, and that could set him on his way. Oh, this is Romario. Decent chance! And he's following up!
Cleared without complication.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Romario.
Beckham. Pepe gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's... It's Luis Suarez!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half. Beckham goes short.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Bullet. Cafu threads one in. Suarez here's onto this. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work that. It's good that...
Bullets! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. What's your opinion on that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And across it goes. Cleared away. That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Gently done. And it's Beckham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's delightful.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir...
Oh, what a climb!
Well, that is remarkable.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 6, Platini. Coming on the field, number 21.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, super ball! It's Zico! He scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
There's the shot! Caught offside that time. Cafu can get it clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Zico. Now that looks a decent ball. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? It'll be a throw-in. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Back into the middle. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That has not gone well. And this is from Mario. Zico. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Zico is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Iniesta. Zico goes steaming forward. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Gattuso. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Roberto Carlos. Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vitinha. Lahm makes the interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great ball if he can get there. He has found the way through. Nedved! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Beckham. Just 5 minutes left. Iniesta powering forward here. And it's Beckham. In with the challenge. Nedved going full steam ahead down the left flank. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. for Iniesta.
There will be
It's
3
Mendes.
minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Iniesta.
Shot, surely! And that is that. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
He's had a shot! Tonali. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's worked it through.
Just the goalkeeper to beat.
Goes for a shot! Has another go!
Marquinhos getting this one clear.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And here's Sorlot.
Taken back almost at once. Can he get it through?
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cafu drives forward on the overlap.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Grimaldo picks it up now.
Oh, shooting chance!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Fired deep towards the back post.
There's the header!
In he goes again! And it's hoisted clear.
Now it's Grafenberg, and it's Grimaldo.
Foot in.
Gravenberg. Now, and a chance!
Oh, it's come off the upright.
Iniesta. No goals as yet. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone.
Bruno Guimaraes!
Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Gabriel cuts out the pass. Gravenberg. Newcastle are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, cracking ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Gravenberg. Approaching the half-hour mark. Caicedo. Bruno Guimaraes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Guimaraes. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, what a ball! Messi. Threads one in. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's picked his way through. Cafu.
Beckham receives it in a wide position. In with the challenge.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Beckham. Driving forward. Caicedo. Gravenberch. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Oh, really well played.
Bruno Guimaraes. Grimaldo has it out wide and in space. Gravenberch. Gravenberch showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he get on the end of this? Vitinha. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Lewandowski. Iniesta can see things others simply cannot. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Surlot. Roberto Carlos. Beckham. Great defending, strong and determined. Gravenberch. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Tonali. Now it's Surlot. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Hoisted in, he's got full. Lewandowski finds himself offside. Cafu. That is good alertness. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. No, he's just misjudged that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's out for a goal kick. Grimaldo. Bruno Guimaraes. 60 minutes played. The pass is intercepted. So what can they make of this?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now this could be a chance. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Great vision. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Surlot touches it back. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Guimaraes. And this is Lewandowski. Grimaldo. Ambitious ball here. Alex Grimaldo. Lewandowski!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the right. Now it's Beckham. He has found the way through. Delivers the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Surlot. Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration.
There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20, Neymar. El
Vitinha.
dorsal 24,
That's a good ball out wide.
serán
Now it's Beckham.
sustituidos por el dorsal 22, Cristiano Ronaldo. El dorsal 13,
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Tonali.
Such good technique.
And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he was quick to react. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic.
Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Newcastle have taken the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Caicedo. And it's Guimaraes. Out to the right. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself. Haaland! Oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in. Up he goes! He has done it! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona, and time is up. Barcelona perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warrant...